Hey guys, so yesterday I went to church and I went with Avery and Josephine. Avery is the one who invited me. She goes there every once in a while. And Josephine is actually one of my YouTube subscribers who got into the talk program, and she'll be making videos too. So I will post the links to both of their channels at the bottom at the description box. But I have not been to church since I've come to Korea. So this is my 7th month in Korea, and I haven't been to church at all since I've been here. Sometimes I do listen to my previous church, New Song Church in Irvine, their sermons online. But to go to a church in Korea where I live, an English service I think is about an hour and a half away, bus ride, and then plus whatever from the bus terminal, however long, maybe 30 minutes it would take for a taxi to the service. So it's kind of out of my way to go to church like every single Sunday here. Maybe sometime, and this is in Wonju. I would have to go to Wonju from Gangneung to Wonju, which is an hour and a half. But if I'm ever in Seoul, I can go to church. There are English services at many churches in Korea, but it takes me 3 hours to get to Seoul. So it's kind of unfortunate, but there are online resources, have church at home. So it was kind of nice though, because I haven't been to church in so long. We went to Emmanuel church and it is off. I will post I can't remember how to get there. We'll post the link. We took a taxi. It's very chaotic. I'll post a link at not a link. I'll post, if I can figure out directions or which subway exit it's at, I'll post it at the bottom in the description bar. But what was really exciting about this church was, so since I haven't been to a church in Korea, I didn't know what to expect, but it was a very big church. And I'm not a huge fan of big churches, but my previous church was kind of big. They had more than one service, and that's not what I was used to growing up. But living in Orange County, I discovered churches who had multiple services and things like that. And so this church here has multiple services as well. But the cool thing that I really loved about this was, okay, so the pastor is Korean, and he speaks in Korean during the service through all of the services. But depending on which service you go to, which service time, it's a different language translator. So the one we went to, the pastor was speaking Korean, obviously, because he always speaks in Korean. But the interpreter that we went to, the service we went to, was an English interpreter. But I was told that they also have Japanese, Chinese, and the cool thing was, even though we were at the English service, the screen had notes written in English as well as in Spanish, and on the screen, on the little corner, was a video of a woman doing Korean Sign Language. So I thought it was pretty cool that we had, in one sitting, we had all these different languages. We had Korean being spoken, English being interpreted and written, Spanish being written, and sign language on the screen. And I was actually sitting in the Spanish section, where you can see on the screen Spanish written, but also some of the people next to me had these little earphones and kind of like tape recorder type things, and you can listen to the sermon in Spanish, which is cool. So maybe next time I go, I'll take the Spanish one. But I was so distracted because here I am, trying to learn some Korean Sign Language on the video and reading the Spanish notes, and it was pretty cool. I was kind of distracted, but the sermon was good.
Enjoy it on your own. Don't relate to others. Don't speak about it to other people.
그래서 전도자를 방해하고, 그리고 또 복음 운동을 방해하는 것이 사단의 전략입니다.
And that is why it is the strategy of Satan to hinder the evangelist and obstruct the work of evangelism.
그렇다면 그냥 지나가는 복음 운동, 전도 운동 하지, 이것을 지속할 제자를, 후대를 남기지 못하라고 하는 것이 사단의 전략이에요.
And Satan's strategy is such that he wants it. If you have the gospel, it's fine, but he doesn't want it to be relayed to the next generation. He doesn't want the establishment of the
그것이
gospel.
성경과 교회사의 교훈입니다.
And that is a lesson that we see in the Bible as well as throughout church history.
마지막 사단의 소원이 뭐냐?
What is the last desire of the devil?
오늘을 실패해라.
for you to fail in your today.
매일매일 하루하루 오늘을 실패해서 절대로 전도자의 삶을 살지 못하도록 하는 것이 사단의 소원입니다.
That's the hope and desire of Satan, for you to fail in your today, every single day.
여러분, 하나님의 소원이 우리에게 응답되길 축복합니다.
I bless you. May you really receive the answers of God's desire.
전도자의 삶을 살고자 하는 저와 여러분에게 오늘에 대한 의미와 그 축복이 여러분 모든 성도들에게 넘쳐나는 귀한 시간 되기를 바랍니다.
Now, because you and I desire to live the life of the evangelist, may this be a time when we are able to gain understanding of the three
자,
things and truly
내가
enjoy that.
무엇을 가지고 있다면 가지고 있는 사람은 줄 수 있어요.
Now, if we possess something, then we can give it.
또 무엇을 가지고 있는 사람은 여유가 있어요.
And then after that they had a separate English service where there was a pastor who spoke English, fluent English, and there was a worship, and then there was the sermon, and it was very good. The word was good, and the people were amazing, very nice and welcoming.
Sing a song to the Lord. It's not just some song spoken into the air. It's not just a hip-hop song, you know. And not to say, I'm not trying to, brag on hip-hop. I like a lot of hip-hop music, and that I believe there's a lot of spiritual things within hip-hop too. Okay, we won't go too deep into that. But because we're spiritual beings, that's the connection that we have. But too much of our life, I believe, we're living not tapping into this reality, just being dragged around, right? And that's what I hope and pray and bless you in Jesus' name that today we'll uncover together. So
definitely if I'm in Seoul on a Sunday, I would definitely go to that church again. But Pastor Sam, I think his name is, he offered to send me an email on all of the online things that I can check out since I will not be able to go often. So I can check out the online sermons and things like that. So, like the resources. So that's pretty cool. So this is the video of it's a short video, like clip of the church, my time at the church, and I actually met two people. The people sitting next to me were from Peru, and it was pretty exciting because I had not had a chance to practice my Spanish in a very, very long time. And I felt very proud of myself because it all just like started flowing out and I didn't have any trouble. And yeah, so actually her son, I met him as well, and he helps to interpret and translate for the church for the Spanish services, for the Spanish like the written things and some of the interpretations. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I met some people from Peru, and actually I met two other people from Peru as well. So it looks like there is a good amount of Spanish speakers in that area and who go to that church. So it'll be great to be able to meet more people and keep my practice up. And plus, like just like I've been getting along with Koreans, I get along very, very well with the Spanish-speaking community because I relate so well with them. I grew up with Spanish speakers, and even though people from Peru are much different from people from Mexico, just the language in itself kind of unites us, So it was very great to attend a church finally in this whole time that I've been here in Korea, and yeah.